Hello, this is Victor at RestoringMercedes.com. Today I have another mirror here that I just rewired, and I'm going to actually test it on the vehicle. And we're gonna go and talk about a few pointers. Now, it's a good practice to put the tape on the glass here when you remove the cover. So it's just better because you won't scratch neither. All right, ideally that's what you want to do. Now let's talk about the mirror real quick. Now this mirror came in very, very poor shape. Not only that, the wires were all shorted out, fuse was blowing, and the rubber was all it was missing. Actually, it was nothing here, and the frame was cracked. All right, so the frame is cracked. The glass itself is a replacement glass because this came from a late model W140 S-Class folding mirror, and it used to be self-dimming, and the glass was already replaced. A little tiny tab here is broken off, but the mirror holds well. I put a little bit of tape on the bottom, like a double-sided tape, just to keep it a little tighter. The guides were also missing. See these guides here, the metal ones? Now these guides, you can go without them, but there is a possibility for mirror to shake once you hit bumps. So that's the problem when you don't have the guides. The mirror glass was replaced in 2011. That's when it was produced. But the frame itself is, I forgot what year was the frame. Was it a 98, 97, something like that? Don't remember, to be honest. Don't remember. Okay, whatever. But this is definitely a later version. So what did I do here? Obviously replaced all the wires, cut the connector for the dimming circuit, and just put in a couple of tabs here for the heating circuit, the heater. It's just a good practice because sometimes you do want it to be heated during the rainy day or winter, whatever, frosting. It's a good practice. I mean, it's good to have, okay? And obviously the frame is aftermarket. These frames never fit right. You have to cut them, grind them, you know, make them work. Like, you have to do a little bit of modifications to them. The openings don't line up, whatever. So, but that's the way they are. And also the attachment point here on the wiring, the loom, it was broken. One is broken, the one remains. So I put the zip tie and mechanics wire, so when it's folded you don't really see much out of it. It's just gonna look like this, obviously, and then you have the cover to go with it. So that was that. So yeah, there was a little bit of work to be done with this piece, but we're going to bolt it to the vehicle here, and we're going to see its operation. Okay, so I put the mirror on real quick. This vehicle is a 99 600, so this is a 140, so obviously it's going to work here perfectly fine. This is unfold, this is fold, works perfectly fine, the same speed as the passenger side. And also what I like about this rubber actually fitted pretty nicely. Yeah, that's surprising because usually these rubbers, they don't fit in right. Yeah, don't mind it moving because again, it's not secured with the other bolts, just one bolt. But it lines up pretty well. Yeah, this car needs a paintwork, so don't mind that. But yeah, this is great. Okay, so that is that. Let's move the mirror up and down, left and right, and see how that acts. All right, let's go to the right. All right, it follows, going up, going down, and going out. So the mirror is operational. This is the driver's side, so it's usually adjusted all the way outwards. This is just too much. I can already see with the reflection. Usually these mirrors, they remain something like this. They stay outwards, okay? Well, just because it's a driver's side. It's very nice and tight here, secured well. Again, this is the whole frame movement we're talking about, you see. That's the whole frame. But the mirror itself is nice and tight. This is great news. And the accidental fold out. Oh yeah, for that I need to put an extra, at least one more screw in there, the bolt rather, because in case somebody hits the mirror outwards so the frame doesn't crack. Let's just try to put one more in there real quick, and then we're gonna test that function as well. And you're supposed to put on the one on the inside, but okay, so let's just talk about the rest. Now, once we have these bolts together, I'm not gonna put the cover on because the last one that's all the way there, it's sort of kind of difficult to get if you do have the cover. So I prefer to remove the cover and put my screwdriver through the opening here, and it goes pretty well, because you do not want to cross thread this bolt, okay, because that's going to be a difficult one to rethread, plus the plastic covering and all that. So yeah, all of that good stuff. So yeah, this rubber is nice. Look at that, it even lines up with the line on the mirror. All right, so now emergency fold out. Let's say somebody hits the mirror. Okay, the mirror is extended all the way, the wires follow, everything looks good. And this little clip right here, that's out and clicks back on. That's very good, the spring is strong, that's nice. And last thing but not least, the covering itself. So we got to put the cover on, right? So obviously it doesn't want to go because the mirror, the glass, so you have to kind of work it. You clearly see that whoever removed it, it was a little tight, so you have to move the mirror a little bit here and there, just line it up so you have just enough space to squeeze this cover past the glass. It's kind of tight in here, but again, I'm doing it with one hand. I don't have a good feel of it. Okay, here it passed. This piece right here has to click inside there like that, and the cover is back on. That was not me, that was the way it is. The little, whatever the problems here with the little cover, you know, the paint. But at the end of the day, Sharpie marker will do miracle. Now, don't mind the noise if somebody's unloading a truck over there. So now, this is a black pearl paint code, which is unusual. Maybe this car is a grand edition, because again, well, I'm liking this. Nice and straight, the rubber, mirror looks good. Again, fold out, works. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's good. That's the way it's supposed to be. I don't have a problem with that now. This is good. I'm going to unclip the cover just because. Yeah. Let's just try to move it outwards. I think it caught something there. Yeah, a little bit catching here and there, but that's not the mirror touching anything. It's the actual mechanism. As you look at the reflection back there, this is about right. Like I'm sitting here and I see behind me. Okay, let's try to see if we can pull the tape a little bit. I mean, that's how usually these mirrors end up being, adjustment-wise. Something like this. This is where my head is. That's what I'm looking at. And it still has more to go, but we don't need that. This is about right. driving position. So yeah, this is good. This is how it's supposed to be. They obviously slightly move because, you know, obviously. And what we're gonna do next is I'm going to unclip the cover, put the tape back on. I'm not gonna unclip the cover all the way. Just gonna slide it sideways a little bit just to get access to the last opening. For that, we're gonna move the mirror slightly like this. We're gonna fold it in. Gonna make sure that we have enough. Straighten it out. Something like this, so it can pass. And then we're gonna go and unclip a little clip inside, right over there. Nothing too crazy, not to break anything. Okay, the clip is loose. See that bar? And now the cover slides right off. So I'm going to leave it like this, let it be, because then it's already passed through the glass, and all needed to be done with it is just to clip it back on. Now I can easily reach the last bolt that holds the frame, and that's the idea. And again, the only thing is needed now is the bar itself. This little clip has to be reset like this, and then you line up the cover, push it on, and off you go. Okay, so basically this is going to be the end of the video. Just wanted to show the operation, wanted to show the actual motion of the mirror, see how it moves, works, and off it goes. At the same time, I'm gonna have to actually do my own mirror on this side because the wires are semi-okay. Somebody tried to fix it, but they didn't do a good job, so I'm going to do it same way as this one was done. Okay, so this is gonna be all. Victor here, RestoringMercedes.com. Thank you for watching.